Okay, in this video, we're going to look at some ratio questions, and specifically I want to talk about questions that have constant total. So what are constant total questions? So basically in constant total questions, the total remains the same. That means the people in the question can transfer between themselves, but as long as they do not transfer out or to other people, then it is a constant total question. So that's if you have A and B, or B gives some to A gives some to B, and B gives some to C, and C gives some to A. So if they transfer in and out, right, but the total remains the same, then this is a constant total question, all right, as long as they don't transfer out of the question. So let's look at a few examples. So let's look at this question. A equals to B. B gave 4 to A. In the end, A is to B is 1 is to 2, A and B at first. So A, and let's draw A and B. So A equals to B, therefore A is 1 unit, B is 1 unit. And I need to write the total is 2 units. So 1 plus 1 is 2. B gave 4 to A. So if B gave 4, B is minus 4. A is plus 4. Now take note that I actually left some space over here, which you will find out later why. In the end, A is to B is 1 is to 2. So in the end, A is to B is 1 is to 2. And the total is 3. All right. So A and B at first. So okay, A gave some to B, but the key thing is the total remain the same. So the total in the first scenario was 2 units. The total in the second scenario, the end scenario, is 3 units. I need to make them the same. So I need to times 3, I need to times 2 to make both 6 units. And if therefore I times 3, I need to times 3 here, times 3, I need to times 2, and times 2. So 1 times 3 is 3 units, 1 times 3 is 3 units, 6 units. So remember I told you I left some space here, so now I can write it down and it all looks very neat. So 3 units, they are still equals, total 6 units. Now times 2, so now it's 2 units, 2 times 2 is 4 units, 3 times 2 is 6 units. So 2 unit, 4 unit, and 6 units. So now I know that B gave something to A, right? So minus 4. So okay, the question should be A gave 4 to B. So A gave 4, so A is minus 4, and B is now plus 4. So because A gave 4 to B, so B was originally 3 units, now he has 4 units, so 4 units minus 3 units equals to 1 unit, and this 1 unit is the 4. Alright, so that's how you get 1 unit is 4. So A and B at first, both of them had 3 units, so 3 units is 4 times 3 equals to, they had 12 at first. Okay, you can use A to solve it as well. A initially had 3, after that he had 2 because he gave 4 away. So 3 minus 2 is also 4. And then 1 unit will be 4 as well. Okay, so that's how you use constant total. You have to make the total the same. So the total was actually 2 units and 3 units. You have to make them both into 6 units, which is the same, all right, because they did not give anything out. They only transferred among themselves. So therefore, you need to make sure that the total adds up to become the same. Okay, let's look at this question. A is to B is 1 is to 2. B gave some to A, then A is to B became 3 is to 2. In the end, A had 9, A and B at first. So as usual, I know that they did not transfer out, so it's A and B, and it's 1 is to 2. So this is at first. It's 1 unit is to 2 units, and the total is 3 units. Again, I leave some space here because I know I'm going to change the total. So B gave some to A, so B gave some to A, it's minus some question mark, and then this is plus question mark. At the end, A is to B becomes 3 is to 2. So 3 is to 2. Total is 5. Alright, so I know I need to make my total the same. So I times 3 and I times 5. So times 5 and times 5. And I times 3 and I times 3. And my new ratio now is 5 units is to 10 units is to 15 units. 15 units. 2 times 3 is 6 units, and 3 times 3 is 9 units. Alright, so now I've made my total the same, and I know that in the end A has 9. So in the end A has 9, so therefore 9 units is actually 9. 1 unit is 1. A and B at first, so A at first. So at first A will have 5 units, and that's equals to 5. B will have 10 units, and that's equals to 10. Alright, so that's the answer. So let's look at this question. A is to B is 5 is to 4. A gave 2 to B, then A equals to B. What is B in the end? So A is to B is 5 is to 4. So total is 9. A gave 2 to B. Again, I leave some space over here because I know I need to change my ratio. So A gave 2 to B, so A is minus 2, B is plus 2. And then in the end, A equals to B, so equal means 1U, 1U, 2U, alright? So likewise, total, I need to make it the same. I need to make my total the same. So I need to times 9, I need to times 2, times 2, times 2, times 9, times 9. So this becomes 10U, this becomes 8U, this becomes 18U, this becomes 18U, 9U, 9U. So I've made my total the same. And I know A gave some to B, so 10 minus 9 is 1U. So 1U is actually the 2 that I gave. So 10U minus 9U equals to 1U, which is 1U is the 2 that I gave. So A equals to B, and B in the end, so I'm looking for 9U is 9 times 2 is 18. That's the answer. Okay, so now we're going to look at slightly more difficult questions. A is to B is 6 is to 5. A gave some to B and the ratio became 4 is to 7. A had $99 left. How much did she give to B? So A is to B, total is 6 is to 5 is to 11. A gave some to B, so minus question mark plus question mark, and the ratio became 4 is to 7, which is also total is 11. So A had $99 left. So I know that A had 4 units left, so 4 units is actually 99. And how much did she give to B? So at first I had 6, so minus 4. I don't have to change anything because both of them are the same total already. So 2 units will be equals to, let's work it out. So this is divide, this is times. So it's 2 over 4 times 99 equals to 49.5, 49.50. That's the answer. Okay, A is to B is to C is 1 is to 2 is to 4. C gave 96 to A and some to B. After that, all of them had the same amount. How many did C have at first? So let's take a look. So A is to B is to C is 1 is to 2 is to 4. My total is 4 plus 2 plus 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. C gave 96, so I'm going to leave a space here because I know I'm going to change my ratio. So C gave 96 to A, so it's minus 96 plus 96. And some to B, so minus question mark plus question mark. And after that, all of them had the same amount. So same amount means all of them got 1 unit. Altogether is 3 units. So I need to make my total the same. I need to times 3 to this, times 7 to this. So this becomes 3U, 6U, and 12U. And this becomes 7U, 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 21U. All right, and I've made them the same. So I have 3 people I can look at. So I have 6U to 7U, which is a question mark. I have 12u to 7u, which is 96, and a question mark. I don't want to deal with question marks because I don't know what is it. But I have 3u, 7u, and 96 in between, so that's the easiest one to work with. So I know after I added 96, I became 7 units. So 7 units minus away 3 units equals to 4 units. And 4 units is my 96. And I know that my C had 12 units. So 12 units will be 12 divided by 4 times 96. So 12 divided by 4 times 96 equals 288. All right, and that's the answer. So be very careful. Do not be confused by the question mark. So if I want to ask how much did C give to B, all right, so C had 288 at first, gave away 96, and then gave away question mark, and she's left with 7. So I know my 4u is 96, so 7u is actually 7 divided by 4 times 96 equals 168. So I know I had 288 here, I had 168 left, I had 96, I had a question mark. So therefore 288 minus 96 minus question mark equals to 168. And from here I can find my question mark. Okay, how much I gave to B. Or I can even look at B, right? 6u, 7u. So I know that B received 1 unit. So I know 4 units is 96, then 1 unit is 96 divided by 4. And that's the answer as well. Okay, so there are 2 ways to look at how much C gave to B. Okay, in this question, A and B is 3:1. A gave some to B. B had 4 over 7 as many as B. A had 4 over 7 as many as B. B had 72 more than A in the end. How many did A give to B? So let's look at this. A and B is 3:1. Alright, so I need to find my total is 4. A gave some to B, so I leave a space for changing my ratios. So A gave some to B, so minus question mark plus question mark. After that, A had 4 over 7 as many as B, so I know that my 4 is my A and my 7 is my B. So my 4 is to 7 and my total is 11. After that, B had 72 more than A. So before I use this sentence, let's make them the same. So I know I need to make my total the same. So it's times 4. Let's choose another color. Times 4 times 4 times 11. So it's 33, 11, 16, 4, 7, 28. All right, so that's 44 and 44. Okay, so 16, 28. B had 72 more than A in the end. So if I take 28 U minus 16U, that's equals to that's 72. So 12U is actually 72. So I want to find out how many did A give to B. A had 33, after that he had 16, so 33U minus 16U equals 17U. And therefore 17U is how many? I take 17 divided by 12 times 72. So it's 17 over 12 times 72. That gives me 102. Alright, so how many did A give to B? So A gave 102 to B. So in this question, there are a few things you must take note of. So first of all, it's 3:1. You have to know how to split this 4:7. So 4 goes to A, 7 goes to B. So it's 11. Then after that, you need to multiply them together. Make them the same total again. So then they told you B has a certain more than A. So you need to take 28 minus away your 16. You get 12 units is actually 72, which is given here, 72. And then how many did A give to B? So you need to take this 33 minus away this 16. So 33 minus 16 is 17U. So 12U is 72, 17U You just do the math, divide it, times it, then you get 102. So that's how you get this answer. Okay, let's look at this question. A made 1/4 the first day. He made another 28 the second day. Total number in the 2 days was 2/5 more than the number of drinks that had not been made. Okay, how many drinks had not been made? Alright, so this is quite a complicated question. So he made 1/4 the first day, made another 28 the second day. So let's draw some models to help us understand this question better. So let's say this is the 2 days. So he made 1/4 the first day, and he made 28 the second day. So total number in the 2 days was 2/5 more than the so this is unmade and this is made. Alright, so let's look at this. Total number in the 2 days was 2/5 more than the number of drinks that had not been made. So how do we represent this in the model? So let's try and draw this out. So total number was 2/5 more than not being made. So first of all, you need to figure out which is more and which is lesser, right? So this is 1, and then we need to draw something that is lesser, okay? And then we need to figure out how much lesser and who has more and who has lesser. So total number in the 2 days was 2/5 more. So first 2 days, so 1 day, 2 days. So first 2 days was 2/5 more than the unmade. Alright, so therefore made was the first 2 days. You must realize that made has more than the unmade. Alright, and it's 2/5 more than the unmade, so therefore unmade has 5 units. Alright, and the made has 2/5 more than this, so therefore this is 2 out of the 5. Alright, 2/5 more, and therefore this has also 5 units. So 5 units, 5 units, made has 2/5 more than this. And therefore the total is 5 plus 5 plus 2 is 12. So you have to understand this part. Okay, let me just repeat this again. The total number in the 2 days, so first 2 days, what I made was 2 out of 5 more than the number of drinks that had not been made. Alright, so 2 out of 5 more. So therefore, my first 2 days, the ones that I made is more than unmade. You first have to understand it's more than unmade. And then after that, how much more is 2/5 more? Alright, so 2. So if unmade is 5 units, therefore made is 2/5 more, 2 units out of the 5. So this is 5, this on top is also 5. And therefore made is 7 units and unmade is 5 units. Alright. So let's write down the ratio. So A made 1/4 the first day, made another 28 the second day. So I have made to unmade. So my first day, 1/4. So I made 1/4. Total is 4. Unmade is 3. Alright. So 1 out of 4 made, unmade is 3. On the first plus the second day, my made is 7 units over here, and my unmade is 5 units over here. My total is 12 units. So I need to make my total the same because these two are the same totals. So therefore I need to multiply by 3. So it's 12 units multiply by 3 multiply by 3. So it's 3 units, 9 units, 12 units. Now, I know I made 28 in the second day. My first day is 3 units made. Second day it's 7 units made. Therefore, 7 units minus 3 units is actually equals to my 28. Okay? So how do I do this again? First day, 3 units made. Second day, first and second is 7 units made. And I know I made 28 at the second day. Therefore, 7 minus 3 units, 7 units minus 3 units is my 28, which is my second day. All right, what I made on my second day. So 4 units is 28. And I want to know how many drinks had not been made after my first and second day. So I know my unmade drinks had not been made is 5 units. So it's 5 units is how much? So it's 5 divided by 4 times 28. So 5 divided by 4 times 28 equals 35 drinks. All right, so this question, there's a few tricky part to this question. So the first tricky part is actually this whole made and unmade, all right? It's sometimes it gets a bit confusing. So, and then again, you need to realize this 2/5, how to handle this 2/5 more. So again, the unmade is actually 5, all right? And then 2/5 more, so it's 2 units more than this. And you have the original 5 units, which is the same as the unmade. So that's 7 units altogether. So once you get this, you need to realize this is the first, this is the first plus second day. All right, so this is first and second day. That is 7 units and 5 units. And then the first day is 1 unit and 3 units because he made 1 quarter in the first day. So total is 4. 1 is made, unmade is 3. And then on the second day, 7 is made, 5 is unmade, 12. So I need to make the total the same. So I times 3 and you get the numbers. And then you minus this 2. 7 minus 3 is actually the 28 at the second day. This is another key thing you need to realize. So a lot of concepts you need to understand in this question to get it correct. Then after that, 4 units is your 28, and you can find 5 units, which is after the first and second day. How much that is still not made? It's 5 units, therefore it's 35. All right, so that's the answer.